Today, the road is leading the New Jersey Paranormal Project to the Long Valley Pub. In 1771, a German settler named Trimmer built a large stone barn for his dairy cows and hay. He mortared the stones with clay, lime, and horsehair. The property remained a dairy farm until the 1940s, when the Milk Control Board began to regulate the prices of milk. As a result, many dairy farmers sold their cows and bought milk in New York and Pennsylvania. In 1965, the barn and 6 acres were sold to Jack Borgenet. Work began to transform the barn into a brew pub in January of 1995. An attempt was made to keep everything as original as possible. We are joined today with my good friend, Maryann Taylor. We're just arriving to the Long Valley Pub. We're doing a NJPP investigation with Maryann, Marcy, Hayden, and Kim, our ghost history medium. Here we are, right behind me, the Long Valley Pub and Brewery. So we're going to be investigating this. Looking forward to it today on the New Jersey Paranormal Project. Oh yeah. Is anybody here with us right now? You curious what we're doing here? We have some tools with us here today that you can use to communicate with us. It's always important when we come into a location like this that we are just taking a walk through. We got the K2 meters,
temperature,
looking at temperature fluctuation, electric-magnetic fields.
got a blank one here.
A wall of black, I don't want to say a floppy hat, but like a brimmed hat. I feel like he's attached to the church that we were taking pictures of. I feel like he came here.
Think he had anything to do with like farming or animals or?
Like I said, he's like a chaplain or a priest. It's not the name I'm looking for. A reverend? A reverend? But I feel like this was like his spot. He used to sit and come and warm up and talk to people. So black hat, black long jacket.
Huh.
But he was, I would say, like a traveling minister that came at certain times to do religious services. I don't think he was like here all the time, so he may be prior to the church. But he's very prominent here near the fireplace.
Right about here.
Right here, we're spiking.
Yeah, exactly. That's.
Now we're getting a 6, like right by the left shoulder.
Yep.
If that's you, can you light this up as much as you can? Okay, we're getting readings.
It's 07. Okay. And it was clear before.
Are you a reverend?
2.6. And then it just went back down.
Very stern man. Like a very.
You guys do whatever you need to do.
Are you a minister or a reverend, a traveling reverend, or somebody that you came here to do religious services? I want to say Protestant or Presbyterian.
Yeah. Oh, and now I'm back down to 0. Is this all?
Did you have anything to do with farming? Any ties more to the land?
Did you wear a black hat, a large black hat? Long black jacket? Was this your spot? You used to come here and get warmed up. But I don't feel like you... I'm getting like a temperance type person, like somebody that didn't drink.
Okay, so
Came in here to...
had cider or
Yeah,
tea
but
or...
somebody that came in to talk about the evils of alcohol.
Those type of people's in the pub.
That's what I'm catching from him. I don't know why, but
All right.
It's an old building.
So this is Marcy. We're at the Long Valley Pub, and I just want to thank you for having us here. We just want to get to know you a little better, communicate. Is that okay with you? Are we welcome here? All right, thank you very much. So is there a man that's here that's speaking with Maryann right now? Or showing himself to her?
Is your name Cornelius? Or something to that effect? No. Jeffrey?
Did I draw a sketch of you?
Is your name a German name? Gustav? Help me out, guys. You're the
I
Germans.
know, it's scanning.
Are you like looking us over?
Yeah, it is. It was scanning you. Now it's going to go to Maryann.
I'm Maryann.
Yeah, let's
Hi.
introduce
Maryann.
ourselves. That's Maryann.
I'm Rich.
That's Rich.
I'm Aiden.
So, now that you know us, we would like to get to know you a little bit better. So you're a male. We think that Rich drew a picture of you. Do you have a hat on?
Temperature's dropping. 0.3.
I saw you with animals, especially an ox. Did you have anything to do with animals out this way?
Or you were what you would call a preacher or somebody that preached to people?
Did you drink alcohol? No.
No.
Knew that was coming. Okay. All right.
You didn't believe alcohol was good.
No, it's respectable.
Okay. So, may not have been a real preacher, but
Somebody that preached to the choir.
yeah.
Are-
Yes. There you go.
Are you upset when you see people drinking here? So that's maybe why they have some activity, is like
Yeah.
maybe him kind of being like, trying to get their attention, like alcohol's bad.
Did you used to come sit by the fireplace? Okay.
Were you Mormon? That makes sense with the drinking.
And the animals.
And the animals, yeah.
Did you have anything to do with the church that's across the street? Were you some kind of, if you weren't the reverend, were you one of the church elders?
No, I got the clear no in my head. I think he just went to services, but felt it was his duty to teach people that drinking was bad. Is that correct? Yeah.
Is there any other spirits here with you?
Can we try to guess your name? Will you help us with your name?
I'm getting that.
Nope, he doesn't want us to know.
Let's see that left one.
That's fine.
Is there a George? Is there a George here?
Oh, yes, there is. That's the exact name I got.
Is there a Dorothy or Dottie? Okay.
Yeah, you've got a male and a female so far.
That has to do with the sketches later.
Is the woman here with us?
Yes.
She liked to be referred to as Dottie, right?
Dottie, were you a barmaid? Would you have been what they would call buxom?
Dottie, are you from a different time period?
We haven't.
Was this place around during like the 80s or something?
This was
Right there.
1700s.
1775.
So I sensed her more as like a early 80s.
1980s?
Yeah.
It says
Oh, okay.
built 1771, renovated 1995.
All right, Dottie, were you a bartender in the 80s?
I pictured her with like the bigger hair and like the fringier kind of
Were you here when they did the renovations on the fireplace, I guess, in 1990?
1995.
1995? So you were before 1995?
That's a quick guess.
Okay.
Were you still here?
Whoa, we're shooting here.
Are we?
Yeah.
Were you still here in 1990?
Wow. Yes.
Yes. Okay. So she was at least here like 5 years before the renovation.
Did you like to dance?
Did you like to drink?
Did you have a big personality? That's a...
Did you enjoy being here? I can tell it's a beautiful building.
Yeah, the conversations.
Were you a blonde?
I just got not in real life.
Were you a brunette?
Yes.
Were you a brunette?
Did you dye your hair blonde?
It went to yes right when
I
you
know. I know.
You wear very colorful clothing.
Sometimes.
She loved jewelry, right?
Did you wear leggings with big, oversized sweaters?
Typical 80s girl.
Did you dye? 84.
88.
Did you die in the 1980s?
No.
Well, I did ask if she was still working here in 1990. And said yes.
Okay, so did you die just recently? Within the last 10 years?
No.
Did you die in the mid 90s?
I'm gonna ask this question.
Okay.
Are you dead? Okay. Because sometimes it could be a living spirit.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
Did you die?
1992.
We're
This
getting...
is Kim.
Yes, you want to say hi to Kim? Yep, there's Kim right there.
Did you die in an accident? There was something not expected.
Looks like no.
Did you die from an illness that was unexpected?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Was it cancer?
That's where I was just going.
That was very slow, sad. Yes. Like I can feel the energy being drawn out of my
Yeah.
arms talking to Dobby. Like she's
You
really
died
here.
You died quickly, like it wasn't long from the time you found out you had cancer to the time you passed.
So did Kim want to know if you passed in 1992? It's like close.
91.
Farther away.
93. We can play this game.
Yeah, we can play this game. She is playing. Like, she is playing.
The
94.
My hands are shaking right now. Which I've only had happen a few times. One at Jockey Hollow.
Hmm.
And,
1995?
ding, 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 ding.
Did you die around the holidays? Did you die around New Year's Eve? Okay, maybe that's why I was sure.
Look, we were all like, no.
Oh man, if we could figure out what town she lived in, you could probably look up, they've always got the census.
Were there people that were very sad, that came to the bar regularly, very sad when they heard of your passing?
If we look, would we be able to find a photo of you?
Did the air just take a little?
Yeah.
Okay, good, because I was like, well,
If we look, will we be able to find a photo of you, Dottie?
Is there one in this building? Alright, let's look around. Is it?
Is there a
Are
reason
you
why my
asshole?
stomach would be hurting with you?
Was it a stomach cancer? Or something to do with...
Liver cancer?
Ovarian?
Like, yeah. Inside, actually.
Yeah.
That's why it probably was quick.
Yeah. She found out it was too late. Did you used to work in the upstairs bar more than the downstairs bar?
would you like us to go upstairs?
saw marching, looked like British, marching on the road. I also saw like processions, like maybe even like funeral processions to the. And then there's this man who's he's skinny and he's tall-ish. He was bald and he was like a little bow-legged, and and I got the name George with him, and he feels like one of the original. He feels like with animals, like a farmer, and I feel like he is visible, like they would see. I don't know if they're seeing black shadows, but
Shadow people.
shadow. He would be a shadow. He's very stern, very
All right, so thank you.
concerned. I feel like
Thank you. That way we know that you're listening.
up here.
Thank you very much.
Do they have things?
13.
Do they have things that are moved here? Up here?
Okay, you came back. That's fine.
I said step away and come back.
We wanted to. Thank you. That way we know that you're listening.
Here?
Thank you very much.
Do they have
113.
Do they have things that are moved here? Up here?
I don't know. There's the one woman who's here. So, I don't know the answer.
Well, I feel like the men goes to men. I feel like men would have more issues here.
Oh, really?
Well, men would be bigger drinkers. So the man would go. But there's a connection with that.
This building or that building?
The Akbar's,
I
which
saw
is over
I have a
there.
connection with this thing. As far as like ownership, but I don't know if like.
Well, the one thing over the bar, that looks like an original beam.
Oh no, these are definitely some original
Yeah.
beams in here for sure, which is beautiful.
Dottie, are you in this picture somewhere?
Oh, like so the bars in that?
That looks like 1910s.
Yeah, that's like Model Ts and
Yeah.
All right, let's see. And we're gonna find out. Dottie, when we were downstairs, you told us that there was a picture of you here. Is that
My
correct?
logic brain, but this is also what I'm seeing. There feels like there's animals in here.
well, it was a barn.
Okay.
I mean, it
Lots of
definitely was a
animals.
barn. I think it originally was a
I just got
barn.
6.0. Lots of animals. I'm even seeing sheep. I'm seeing cows. I'm seeing horses.
There
I'm
were
seeing-
animals around in the building here. Can the farmer come forward to us?
So just literally a quarter of a mile to the left is a creamery that has all of those animals you just spoke about.
But I see them in here. See them in here.
Anybody picking up on a last name? I know of a last name that's attached, but so I can't. But I'm curious if you could pull that,
I did get a George.
which definitely validates.
And maybe a last name starts with H.
I was saying Holworth. That's where I was coming to, like Howarth or Holworth or Hawthorne or.
This man is like a farmer man. Very old school farmer.
You're a farmer man.
That's different than who we were talking to downstairs.
Yeah, very different. Yeah.
Is there anybody here with us right now? Holding a K2 meter, you can just approach this and we can have a conversation with you manipulating the lights on this device. And all you have to do is step forward, touch it. Is there anybody here with us? We have devices here that you can use to communicate. My name's Rich. And I would just like to tell your story and let people know that you're here. There's been people here at the restaurant that have been sensing spirit. We have some tools here that you can use to communicate with us. All you need to do is come close to it, and we could establish contact. And all you gotta do is go close to that metal rod that's sticking up. We could have a conversation.
It was like a kid's voice.
Is your name Sally?
1.9. 0. Are you a daughter? Are you a mother? Are you young? Are you old? Are you middle-aged? 0.1. 0.2.
Are you 7? Were you somebody that lived on the farm?
3.2 by my leg, and I just felt it.
I'm like ice cold on here. It's here between us. So
1.9 in between us.
I'm getting double marking. I can't.
There's something you need to tell us. I know that's why you're between us.
Oh my goodness, look at.
Yeah.
So you like this lantern, don't you?
Do you want us to put it over there, or do you want us to keep it right here? Oh, I saw something move, but it's just a hair hanging off the banister. Can you make it go another color, please?
Besides everybody that we mentioned, is there an Al or Albert?
That's really weird. I wonder if there's a fluctuating electrical signal right here.
I don't know. Try just. I don't know. It's very. But you would think everything would be going off. This is at a 0. Just want to make sure that was going.
But this thing isn't gonna hurt you. It's gonna do the same thing.
That's weird.
Right there, I'm getting something. See?
Oh, jeez. And it's going up and down.
And like preparing to come here is like as the images started to come to me at like my desk, like as I started doing like, you know, the editing for the video and getting the photos together, these images just started like popping in. So I was like,
that was like 3 days ago.
yeah. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna sketch them out, put some characteristics.
Three-piece fancy.
Yeah.
This man is fancy.
I even felt facial hair, almost like handlebar mustache, like.
Landowner?
Industry. Well, he might own land too, but I don't feel like he fits here.
No, he's traveling. He's traveling through. For
Yeah,
some
I
reason.
heard.
Edward. Edward, did you come over here on a boat?
Are you associated with trains?
You did a lot of traveling in your life. Is there an Al or Albert too up here?
Were you in the military? The English Army.
Thank you.
Oh, my leg just started going. So we can feel you moving around up here. You can move to these to give us answers, to help give you a voice and why you're here.
Thoughts upstairs? Sarah? What's your name, honey?
Is there a Dottie here? Dottie, hi. Hello?
It's the gentleman with the big black hat here.
Is your
He is. Here it is.
water really?
And it's clear.
Can you come forward with a name?
Been cramped in here?
What is?
Who had the livestock?
Serviceman.
That was clear.
Was that the picture we saw of the servicemen downstairs?
Thank you for your service.
Did they house you in this barn?
I didn't.
They didn't? Either they did or they didn't.
Or it is written.
Just mimic what he said.
Can you tell us the year? What year is it? Is the fireplace a vortex?
Many clients here.
Many clients here.
What?
Many clients here.
Do you use that to come in and out?
Is the fireplace your door in and out of this building?
Wow, now we're getting a lot.
How many of us are here that you can see?
5.
I heard that.
It's at 5. Very low. Are there more women than men here?
Do you think we're ghosts?
Are you here for a meal? Are you here for a drink?
We're going to ask if George could step forward and say his name into this device.
Richard. It said you're Richard. Yeah, I heard that. Yes, Richard.
My name's Richard. Did I draw your picture?
Yes, I heard yes.
I heard yes, sir. Did Richard do a good job drawing your picture?
George, do you bother people here?
If you can hear us, can you touch one of these devices?
How about this? Can you finish this one?
Thank you very much.
They're coming in and out.
You were standing next to me, huh? Okay.
Thank you very much. Feel free to touch the devices. They won't harm you. Just lets us know that you're here.
I wasn't getting anything before.
Okay. Now can you go from that device to the device over here by our friend Hayden? It's right across from him. All we're asking is for you to move from there to here. Thank you. So move right, walk past the table.
Here, you want to walk with me?
Follow Kim. Just trying to show that we're picking up on intelligence here. You can use the energy in that device if you need a boost. Is there...
Why did you come here? How many of you are there in the building, not counting us? How many are there?
Are there 7 of you? Or are there more than 7? Do you get the impression like there's probably like a handful of like the same ones that just keep, like it's not like a constant with different people coming. It's almost like the same crew but at different points.
Yeah, and it varies between who is here.
I don't think there's like 50 or 60. I think there's like a core.
Do you all interact with each other, or are you from different times? I heard Sabak.
What is our friend Hayden doing? He just played something. Any...
Yeah.
Well,
Roll call. That was first assembly for roll call.
we find that playing music acts as a trigger device and also gets responses from spirit. So we implement it during our investigations, especially when we're using the Phasma
You want to
box.
Dancing, and it's slow.
Yep.
They're playing music.
Yes, they are. There we go. Thank you. I just got the chills right here.
I just got that wrist thing again.
Oh, like,
It feels
wow.
like
Hello. Wow, I got the chills all over my body. Sorry, the camera's going up and down.
you want to hear more.
Actually, I did too.
Wow, it's like exciting chills.
Anybody
Yes.
have the temperature gauge here?
Exciting.
Anybody have the temperature?
Wow, that was like exciting energy. Like they were so happy about the music. And now it's calm.
They all got up and danced. They left the tables.
Yeah.
You want to hear?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
That's cool.
It looks like you and Hayden and Kim are dancing on SLS. Watching each other. It looks. So it's either you two are really dancing like your spirits are.
Oh, my spirit is dancing right now.
It's like you guys are. This is crazy.
Yeah, Kim, you're really going at it.
No, I really am inside, I know.
You want to have waited home for me?
A 12?
No, a new 6.
Thank you for touching the device.
Yeah, I'm just for like 45 seconds after I was leaving. Sorry.
You're over here now, huh? Right? Andrea. Did you hear it was 2 syllables?
Yeah.
That's actually going off to the music.
Upstairs, someone actually saw like someone cleaning windows, and
wow.
someone heard a vacuum cleaner go on
Okay.
after hours. They can follow me home and help me home. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, blue.
All right. That's my favorite color.
No, it's going to purple.
Yay, thank you so much. Another woman here just said, yes, there's another woman here.
Our history. The owners of the property in 1771, a German settler by the name of Trimmer. Am I saying your name correctly? You built a large stone barn for his dairy cows and hay. Is that true, sir? He mortared the stones with clay, lime, and horsehair. That must have been a hard job.
I've never had to do that before.
Okay, interesting.
This is you guys on the screen.
It's freezing.
It's glitching.
I can't get my voice recorder going. I haven't been able to since I got here.
It was stuck staring at the floor for like a minute there, and then it finally shifted, and
The-
now it's stuck staring at you guys.
The property remained a dairy farm until the 1940s.
I'll reset it.
Is that correct? REM pod.
Yep, eyes on.
That's when the Milk Control Board began to regulate prices of milk. Were they hard to deal with?
Didn't I say something about milk?
You said cows.
Dairy cows and hay were housed here. That's the 1700s. As a result, many dairy farmers sold their cows and bought milk in New York and Pennsylvania. Was that hard to do too? In 1965, after 12 years I gave up.
Yeah, something like that.
In 1965, the barn and 6 acres were sold to Jack. Is there a Jack here? Trimmer was the last name. It doesn't list a first name.
Jack Cornish was involved in
So then Jack goes to 1965. But I was just wondering if there was a first name to the German settler that built this, except we have his last name, Trimmer. So I did a Google search on last names, and we do have like a Mathis Trimmer that matches that, and there's also a George Trimmer. Might want to. That's fine. Find a grave.
Oh, this is a good book, The Early Germans of New Jersey.
Yeah.
Not that I've read it too many times.
And then we go from blah 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 blah.
Relationship.
They say the livestock was kept on the ground floors.
What was the fireplace used for when the animals were there?
Downstairs, yes, the fireplace is downstairs.
Why did they have a fireplace?
Herbert George and Herbert Trimmer. Trimmer Johannes of Amwell, 1749 to 50. Will of wife Mary, children by first wife Tis, Tonus, Andrew, George, and Herbert Trimmer. Those are his children with that woman. That's her Tis,
Woman's voice.
Tis, Tonus, Andrew, George, and Herbert.
Were any of those the little girl that we filmed before?
And there was also a Haynes and a Hendrick.
Maybe that was the H name.
Right. That's.
Did you just get very cold?
Very cold, yeah, very cold.
Okay. I just thought it was me. It's
These
like I'm
stone
freezing.
walls were erected by German immigrants.
Yeah, it's behind you. Yep.
German immigrants
Yes.
constructed the walls.
Just said he's
Are any
behind
of those
you.
immigrants
Yeah,
here?
that's where I feel the cold.
Right here,
Are
yeah.
you proud of this?
Yep.
Yep, I heard that thing. Yep.
Jackie and Doug.
The way it said Jackie too was definitely weird.
Is there a Jackie here?
Where's the gentleman with the hat? that's the only one I really. Yep.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, that's the kind of hat I was talking about.
And then this was the Dottie. Seeing her in the 1980s, big hair, big attitude, life of the party, outspoken.
That's the man with the hat. Yeah.
Smoker.
Cook, and you just said cook, and it's just
And that was Dottie. See, I saw her older in the 1980s, more like with a perm. That was Kim.
Well, do you have some more of the history?
I'll give you the
And
whole.
you see the big ears and
the
hair,
the jewelry.
Yeah.
And then this was
and the puffy sweater. That's how you drew
Yeah,
it. That's why I
yeah.
was saying the puffy sweater.
And then that was the Albert that I was thinking of, more the 1800s guy from like 18. I think I
It
even
almost
wrote.
looks like your English fancy pants.
Yeah.
With that kind of mustache?
Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Buttons. I'm not very good at facial hair.
Sorry.
So this was a working farm
Yeah.
until the 1940s. And you said something about the 1960s.
That's when Jack bought it, and then turned it into the restaurant that it is. But again, another place that's like an onion layer. You know, there's so many different.
So much. It's got something to do with World War I as well. We know that in those
But it
pictures.
could also be the tavern
It could be.
that's down there too.
Yeah.
But this was the first image that came to me, is that farming kind of guy with like the big hat.
Yeah.
I mean, you wouldn't hold an ox by.
And then that went on.
So it's reported here that somebody cleans the windows. Does somebody clean these windows? The lady's voice.
Yeah, couldn't tell what it said though.
Can you repeat yourself, ma'am? Does somebody clean these windows?
Yes.
Yes.
You take great pride in this place, don't you?
Lost.
Do you watch people in the kitchen also?
Do you watch people down in the basement?
Aside from me.
Aside from me.
Yeah, because it might not have been a kitchen back then, but what they were doing.
What do you?
That we have.
Did you used to have somebody come and clean at night? Like a service, you know how some businesses have like a service?
They come early. They come in the morning.
Like a separate cleaning service that comes in? Because these voices are, to me, are sounding almost Spanish.
Some, yeah. I can hear them. Some.
Like Latina. I don't know if they're Latina who come in, but
Come on the train and like visit family or something like that. And he was very fancy. Not from here.
Yeah.
Not from here.
I like how we're calling them like fancy pants.
He likes it too. He would like to be called fancy pants. And dignified. I am dignified.
Would you like to communicate with Marcy with her dowsing rods? Would that be easier?
Yep.
All right. I'm more than happy.
Is there anybody up here? Okay. Pointing right out the window.
Call them.
Do you look out that window?
Show us which window you like to wash.
That's here.
I didn't realize you had that.
Yeah, we got steps. Yeah.
It keeps
And then there were
pointing to this one.
multiple barns.
That makes sense. I mean, it's the roadway, so anybody driving by could see.
Bring it to them.
Could see somebody up there.
Are you looking at the tavern?
The wall.
Are you a female? So female.
Dottie, is that you that was looking out the window at the tavern where you used to work, possibly? Nope.
Are you a part of the cleaning service?
Do you feel like you still have to do your job in death?
And you passed away less than, it was 5 to 10 years ago. Less than, you haven't unanswered yet, sorry. Was it less than 5 years ago?
Was it less than 8?
Between 5 and 8.
So was it 7 years ago? So then by process of elimination, it's 6 years.
So that was 2015. Did you die in the spring?
Did you die in the winter?
Fall of 2015. Were you ill? Were you ill?
Was that an accident?
I think this is the person that we were picking up on that went very quickly.
Did you die in an accident?
I heard the Phasma Buck say I died in the street.
Were you hit by a vehicle?
Did somebody harm you?
Motorcycle.
Did you collide with something on a bike?
If we want to talk about it, how they died.
That's fine. That's fine.
She was younger. I like less than 55. Like 35.
I like having you say that, but that's younger, less than 55. Right? Were you in your 30s?
Is that a question?
Yeah.
It is a question.
Okay.
Were you in your late 30s?
I feel like 35.
Mid 30s then.
Were you about 35? Could you tell us your name?
Maria. But I'm not very good with names.
But I heard Barb.
I've actually been hearing like a Spanish type accent on here.
I don't know if you were here when I said that, but that's what I heard, a Latina accent on
Yes.
this before, and that's what triggered me to think of
Yes.
possible cleaners that came in here.
If you could tell us your name, we can hear it on here. We'd love to get to know you. I'm Marcy.
Just music playing.
No, I thought I heard like a vacuum for a second.
That's what she said that.
There are noises downstairs.
She said that sometimes they hear
It
vacuum.
keeps wanting me to look behind me. Like, are you in the corner here?
I was grown to Tanya. I'm not sure if I know one person, I remember the name.
Tanya, maybe? Can you ask if her name is Tanya or Rita?
Sure.
Oh, here. I think the dowsing rods are. Got some people here who may know you. They're going to ask a few questions. Is that okay? Okay. Go ahead. Is your name Tanya? That's a yes.
Yeah, definitely, yes.
And you worked here, cleaning?
Wow.
Do you run the vacuums that they hear when nobody else is around?
Yeah.
Do you wash the windows also? Did you take pride in your work here?
Was Tanya, do you know, remember how old Tanya was?
Was she a youngish woman, like 30s?
Well, probably
How old?
30s.
Oh my God. Okay.
So if it's
Do you remember how she died? Did she die on the property?
Yeah, I
But
don't
close
feel like
by?
she died.
No, I don't think so either.
No, I don't feel like she died on this property. No.
Now, you said you heard something last night?
yeah, every day, the old people, you know, they always hear something.
Does this gentleman hear you at night? Is that who he's hearing? Is Tanya around?
Is he also hearing George? Or Dottie? No.
So Tanya's here at night when it's quiet and doing her
Yeah,
work.
yeah, she's
Yeah.
like, yes, yes, yes.
Helping to clean up and stuff.
Tanya, how many ghosts are here? Are there more than 10 people?
Are there less than 20? No, probably more.
Because what we were feeling was that it is sort of related to that hotel, and it's
Yeah, they're
just kind of like
stuff like coming from
they come in and they come out, like it's not all the time, but it's
Do
just
you,
like
do you use the fireplace as an entranceway?
I wonder if that was the original entrance.
Was there a door there where the fireplace?
I think that would have been before her time, though.
Yeah, she doesn't know. She doesn't know.
I just feel, is that room where the fireplace is that a main area where you come and go? No?
Gosh. No.
Okay.
I like pinned me to the base. Yeah, no.
Tanya, can you just come through walls?
Nope, everything's going.
Yeah.
yeah, that I mean that's what my sense is that they're just free to come in and out.
I'm gonna do something. Can you tell me what I'm gonna do? That was as I was doing. Yeah. Stuff with the device.
In the papers? Hey everybody. Hi there. Hi.
Good day.
What's your name? Military support, yeah.
As the investigation came to a close, we hope the spirits of the Long Valley Pub had the opportunity to be heard. We find that just giving spirit a voice one more time and acknowledgement can help them on their journey. In doing so, they help us on ours, as we try and capture evidence on the continuity of life.